So it all started 2 years ago when I decided to go on some 3D workshops where main topic were rovers, uh, but our projects were never meant to be working. So I decided that I will make my own rover that will be fully functional. So when I started this project I had zero knowledge about any electronics and things like this, so I need to learn many things before I even started to build my first prototype. Here is the first prototype I made, and I know it doesn't look like a rover from any angle, but I had very limited time to build anything, and 3D printed parts were not available for me then, so I used this cheap robot frame. And yes, this is the same frame that I used later in my obstacle avoiding robot, which is basically a downgrade of my rover, but it is way better in this role. So, what was in it? Basically everything the same as in the mentioned robot, but with Bluetooth module, and I used to control the rover and to receive data from the sensors. Eventually I needed to add a second platform, as you see, because in my mind there were not enough sensors. To DHT11 and ultrasonic distance sensor I added Hall sensor and a capacitor to maintain good power supply. Then I gained access to 3D printer for limited time, so I used it to create a tower for my future camera, and thanks to some 3D the models that were free on printables and Thingiverse, so I managed to do this with very limited 3D software. Then I figure out that my camera is not so easy to use with Arduino, so I quit trying to program it by my own. Finally, I created my own corpse and I realized I won't have enough time to create chassis, so I had to improvise. I hadn't got my printer yet in that time, so I used just construction bricks. Yes, my rover was running on Lego chassis. So, as you see, I was trying many times to create something that actually worked, especially when these bricks had always odd number of holes, so it was more difficult than you think. Finally, I end up with this, a true four-wheel drive Rover that was controlled by Bluetooth, full of sensors. So, what was in it? In addition to the previous sensors, I added buzzer, a second temperature and humidity sensor, but that could also read pressure and the height. As I added laser, of course, for science, and camera that streamed video through Wi-Fi, and I changed batteries on new accumulators, but also 9 volts, so it wasn't a great upgrade here. And that's how it all worked. well, I wanted to add to my rover some mechanical arm, because how hard can it be? But it turns out not quite well. Currently I work on a new version of my rover that I called a mini, so I want to miniaturize as much as I can every component of my rover. So if you're interested in it, please subscribe the channel and leave a like. Thank you for watching and see you next time.